Okay, this is a more in-depth look at my animation desk for anyone that wants to build their own. I did build one time and I gave it to a friend of mine, and some of the mistakes I made were my disc hole wasn't perfectly smooth. I used a hand jigsaw to cut it, and so your disc has a little lip right here that sits inside that hole and allows it to spin smoothly. And so every time I turn the disc, it would go bum, 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 bum. So you want to make sure that this hole is really smooth. Okay, and the diameter of this hole right here is 16 inches by 7/16. And so you'll need to account for your blade thickness when you measure and cut. If it's too big, your disc won't sit in there right. And if it's too small, it won't turn, okay? So this is what I'm calling the front, and it has a little lip here so you can put like pencils or erasers. I screwed in a clip up here, and that's where I set my erasers. But I do keep pencils right here sometimes. And I have a pencil holder up here that I got from Lightfoot Ltd. It's like this little spring that holds them really nicely. Let me give you some measurements for this, and I'll put all the measurements down in the description. So this is what I'm calling length. So length is 31, and width from top to bottom is 24, and this is a 3/4 inch board, and this one has this kind of like laminate coating on it, which is nice, so you don't get splinters and stuff. This lip is the same length here, 31, and it is 1 inch thick wide and 1/4 inch deep. Okay. Let's look at the light. So this light unscrews like this. And this is a GE, and this is model FCA 21/CD, 120 volt, 60 hertz, 21 watts. Okay, and it attaches to this base right here. Let me take the desk off. We can look at how this light base is attached. So it is just screwed on. You see that? They drilled a hole through this board and brought that light fixture through and up to the switch box. And when I had mine built, I did not do the electrical work. A friend of mine was an electrician, and he came over and hooked it all up. Okay. And so this cord is coming from the light box, and it just plugs into a regular outlet. And as you can see by the back, it has this stand arm, and the base has notches in it. It has 3 notches, and so you can adjust the height. Okay. So the back of it has these braces, and they are about 1/2 inch thick. You could probably use 3/4. Okay, they're about 5/8, but I would use 1/2 inch. And then they are mounted with these brackets. Let's see how long those are. Those are about 20.5 inches long, and they're about 2.5 inches wide. Let's see what else. The base, you can see it stops about right here with the pivot. Like it pivots and goes up. And I have a little bit of padding right here because my desk is kind of uneven, and so this helps level it out on my desk. So I'll give you the measurements of the base, the sides, and this brace board right here. You can see they've cut this, notched it, so this sits up in there, but you don't have to notch that. You could just put screws on and have that brace in between there. I could show you the outlet box. Let me get this put up. Okay, what I'm going to do is flip it around. Okay, I'm going to lay it down like this. Okay, I'm going to take this box off so you can see how all of this is hooked up. Okay, so this is the electrical innards. Okay, so basically, like I said, I'm no electrician, but it looks like they have a cable running from the light switch up into this box, and it says LL90458, and it also says 300 volts FT1. So coming from this up to this switch, it goes to the black wire and ground, and then the other wire goes to this plug to the wall, and then to the switch. So again, I wouldn't mess with this if you don't know how to do electricity or wiring. You don't want to hurt yourself or burn your house down. What 2001R is what kind of box that is. And let me see if this cord has anything written on it. I don't see anything. Okay. And then they have little brackets holding this on to the back of the animation desk. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together. Okay, now let me give you dimensions for the bottom. So this is, I'll call this the stand base. Okay, so this is a board that's 20 inches long, 5 inches wide, and 3/4 inches deep. And then it's coming up off of the front a total of 6 inches. And it's just bracketed on, it's just screwed onto the front with these brackets. And did I give you dimensions for this? So this is the stand. We'll just call this the actual stand. and its pieces are 12.5 inches long by 2.5 inches wide for each arm, and then the distance apart is 25.75. You could do 26 inches for this. It would just scoot these out just slightly, but there's plenty of room for that. Okay. Yeah, so good luck. And of course, the disc is this disc is a Chromacolor, and I used a student disc, the plexiglass one, for a long time. And the lead animator when I worked at Amaze Entertainment, Tony Ravo, he gave me this one. I'm very grateful and fortunate for that. But the student discs work just fine. And I would tape on a pegboard at the bottom to my student disc, and Lightfoot Ltd has these really thin aluminum ones that I use for my down shooter, and I recommend those. So now I got this lamp off Amazon plugged in. Okay, so good luck, have fun. Let me know if I left any measurements out or if you have any questions, and that's it.